Hey, it's Brianna, and a really long time, and I've been saying that in every single video, but basically, I don't know, if you're a YouTuber, you might understand this, but it's kind of like you get in these places where you don't really want to film, and I've kind of been struggling, as like some of you know, I don't know whether you know or not, but what I'm going to talk about today isn't the current rotation and isn't the topic everyone else is going to be talking about, but life kind of isn't planned, and I think that sometimes it's easier to talk about a topic when you're going through it because your perspective is different, and I kind of want to make this video now because it's a common problem. Anyway, I'm going to talk about wanting to be skinny and what that's like, and I wasn't expecting to feel this way. Basically, I've been doing well for like 4.5 years or so, and I thought like I was done with this. This is great. I'm completely done. I love my body, whatever. That's not what happened. Like about a month ago, I started like not liking it. And it was because I gained weight and jeans that I bought kind of recently don't fit anymore, and I don't know why. It's like it would be easier if I knew why that was, but I don't. I'm just like, I didn't change anything. Why? And it's really hard to deal with, especially if you've been doing really well for a long time. And I hope I'll be able to help you guys deal with it, because you can deal with it. It just takes a lot of strength, and it's really hard not to like a body weight that's healthy for you, and it's also really hard to know that it's not rational and it's in your head, and you might be insane. No, you're not insane. It's just what I said to myself. But it's really hard not to be able to accept a weight that is healthy for you when everyone else thinks it's healthy, and you know rationally it's healthy, but you don't like it. And before, this has led me to relapse, because it would be like everything's okay, like I'm getting better, and all of a sudden like I just would be like, this weight's not acceptable, we all have to lose it right now. But you can't always control what you think and how you feel, but you can control your actions. So if you respond in a negative way, the way you might typically respond, the cycle is just going to continue. So when you get in these cycles where you could relapse, it's best to think about what you're going to do to prevent relapse today. Like write it down if you have to. Like write down, okay, today what am I going to do to prevent myself from relapsing or using behaviors or going to an unhealthy place? Because nobody wants this to happen, and people keep telling me, and I believe them, that eventually this will get easier, that it will pass. So I've been really trying to distract myself, like do really well at work, talk to my friends, go out after work, do something. But every time a negative thought pops in about your body, you just have to not pay any attention to it, because like I said before, it isn't rational. This makes no sense. Like nobody thinks I'm overweight. Nobody. And if you do, you might have an issue too, but it's not rational for me to think I'm overweight. It's not true. And even if it is true, it doesn't matter. So just know that all the feelings of not feeling good in your body and wanting to jump out of your skin and things like that, that will eventually go away. And I was posting about this on our team wall that we use to get support or write about video topics or whatever we want to use it for. And I was basically writing posts about this. And Sarah, who I'm actually visiting in Canada, I plan to vlog the whole thing and let you guys see what we do, because I'm so excited. Like I've never seen a lot of snow before, so I'm really excited about seeing her, and just the fact that it's actually happening, that I'm seeing someone from another country that I've gotten really close to. Like that's really cool. But she said something that really helped me. Like she was just like, Brianna, please be careful, do everything you can to take care of yourself. Like I'd be very sad if something happened to you. And it kind of shifted my thinking and made me realize that, I'm me and I have my own decisions to make, but I'm also Sarah's friend. Like how would I feel if Sarah were doing this? or Sarah were struggling, I wouldn't like it very much. So, I mean, weight doesn't matter. It's not worth risking your health over, which is another point I'm trying to get to, is that when I think about it, like every time I've tried to lose like just a little bit of weight, it hasn't worked at all. Every time I've gotten sick and every time I've gotten in trouble in some way or other and ruined my life. So I have to think to myself, is changing my body weight worth ruining my life? Because it's happened a bunch of times, so how is this time going to be different? It's not. So an eating disorder and going back to it isn't worth it, because you will ruin your life. And I changed rooms, which is why I'm hanging out in the bathroom right now, because my new room doesn't have a lot of lighting and it's like 9 o'clock at night. And as I was moving rooms, I was taking stuff up and downstairs over and over and over again. And I realized that, like in my eating disorder, I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have kept running around and changing things and doing everything I do. Like, that's not possible. So if you do other behaviors, that's not going to be possible. So maybe that'll help you accept a way that's healthy for you, because not being healthy is not going to allow you to do anything or live your life to the fullest. And our bodies aren't made to be beautiful. Most of them are. Like, they are incredibly beautiful, but that's not why they're made. They're made to help us get around and help us live. And it's not important what you look like on the outside. It matters what's inside. And I know I sound so cliche saying that, but it's true. You know, no one's going to care what your weight is. I don't care what anybody's weight is. I couldn't tell you. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So you have to think of yourself like you think of those other people. Like, does their weight matter to you? Probably not. So why does your weight matter to them? So if you're the only person it matters to and you're making yourself so sad about it, then maybe that's not rational either. And we go through struggles in our life, and everybody has them, and we don't always expect to go through them. And at first, when I started going through this, I was just like, not again. I can't do this again. Like, I can't feel this way again. But what choice do I have? Like, we're going to continue to struggle with problems and things and issues, but life goes on. So I have to make a choice not to let this affect my recovery or affect my future or ruin my life. I might not be able to change how I feel right now, but I can make sure that I stay healthy, and eventually I'll get through it. And I know that I can, and that everybody else can, and that eventually it will be okay. But I know that returning to old habits and old times won't make it okay, because it hasn't in the past. So I know eventually we will all make it, and that it's okay to struggle and it's okay to feel bad, but it's about what you do in response to that. So I know that I will get through this, and I'll keep the faith. And I have to say that now, like, I'm not really sure what recovered even means. Like, what does that mean? Does it mean that I'm not? Does it mean that I am, because I'm not responding in a negative way to this? I don't know. But I do know that life's a process, and I need to keep moving forward. And I need to keep making the most out of my life and the most out of my opportunities. And returning to an eating disorder won't give me any of those. So, knowing that life's a process and things all change, I'm going to continue moving forward in a positive direction and keep the faith. I hope that sharing this with you guys was helpful to you. I love you all so much, and I will try to post a lot more regularly. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful week. Love you.